Hello everybody, welcome to a crafter's story. It's Celeste here. Good morning. So about 20 years ago I was selling a lot of greeting cards, and one of the things that I did was I did a lot of embossing with toilet tissues and with paper towels and stuff like that, and I haven't done it in a really long time. And I just felt like that is something I want to do this week. So here's one example. I've made like a little cover for a booklet. And I'm sorry, there's a dog barking outside. If you can hear it, I apologize. I'm sure it'll stop soon, hopefully. And so this is a stencil, butterfly stencil. Here I have a stencil that just had some little round dots. I went ahead once it was dry and doodled this leafy design on it. So I'm going to show you in a minute how I did these. I'm just showing you the examples quickly first, and then I have this sort of more just a random pattern on here, and that's going to be a little journaling card. So let me put these aside and I'll show you how I make it. It's really easy. One of the things I don't have in my craft stash is a embossing machine. I don't have one. I keep threatening to get one and I never do. Anyway, so but it doesn't mean that just because you don't have one that you can't do this type of embossing. So I have about half a cup of just regular tap water in a spray bottle. I've put 3 tablespoons of liquid white glue into my spray bottle, into the water, and I gave it a good shake up, good mix. The next thing I'm going to need is some toilet paper. So I've got several little squares here that I've already torn up. I'm going to take 4 of them. Okay, there you go, 4 little squares, and I'm going to lay them down one by one, saturated with my glue water, and then lay the other one down. And do that for all 4 pieces. Lay down, saturate. You don't necessarily have to spray on each layer. I'm actually going to see, because the last time I did it I had way too much water. Alright, so I have my 4 layers down. I have this stencil. This is some ink left over which may transfer actually. That's what happened here. I didn't color this. There was pink stain on my stencil, this butterfly one, and that's where the pink comes from here. So we might find that some of this blue, if I put it down this side, will transfer. So I'm just going to lay this down on my 4 layers and bring out, you can have a rolling pin or just a big glass bottle, anything that you think that can roll, that you can then use to kind of squish down quite hard. I'm going to put quite a bit of pressure on here, really squish it down, and get all the layers kind of stuck together. And hopefully, if I did this correctly, we're going to see these little sort of droplet bubbles embossed onto the toilet tissue, onto the 4 layers. So let's see, hopefully that's enough. Let's cross fingers, hold thumbs. See how that worked. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to pull it up really slowly. I don't want to tear the tissue paper. It is, oh good, look, it worked. Okay, let me put this away. So let me bring it up, maybe you can see a little bit better. So that is now transferred onto my tissue paper. I'm going to leave this for quite some time. I actually left mine overnight. I really wanted to make sure that it was dry. There was some that I just left half a day. When I came to lift up the corners, it was still wet underneath and I ended up tearing it. So I'm really going to just leave this for quite a while to dry. So I want to do another one, and I'm going to do 2, one this side, and I want to try this sort of almost mandala radial flower, and then I want to try a leaf. So let me get this out. Where is it? That side. get this out of the stencil out of the plastic quickly. Sorry for the noise. Okay, it's out. Out it is out. Okay, I'm going to get some of my tissue paper, lay it down, and I'll just do both of them at the same time. I think I can do that. Just like so. Okay, get this one nice and wet, and get this one nice and wet as well. This will also show me if how many of these I can do with my half a cup of water. Okay, down goes one layer, that one, another layer on that one. And you know, once these are dry, or actually, sorry, let me go back. While these are wet, you could drop some food coloring or watercolors or something onto the paper and color your paper that way. I've lost count. I'm talking too much. It was 3, right? Oh dear. I think it's I think it's 3. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I'm just going to pretend that was 3. I think it was. This is my 4th piece here. And 4th piece there. And I wonder if I should. Let me see if my food coloring is close by. Here's a blue. Let me take my blue food coloring. Let's get this kind of... Oh dear. Oh no! Oh, look what I did. I picked up the whole layer. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Okay, well, now you know what not to do. Oh, for Pete's sake. Okay, well, there's that. Well, let me take my blue food coloring. I'll put a drop there, drop. Okay, that's probably enough. Oh gosh, never a boring moment, right? But now I'm going to need to spray this again, put my 4th layer back, because my 4th layer tried to escape via the brayer. Okay, let's see then if I put down... This was the bottom. I didn't buy the stencil. You get some of these TV dinners, and it was the tray at the bottom. And I just really liked it, so I thought, well, let me keep it. So, okay, there we go. Got that one down. Let's see if, since this is not actually a stencil, if I'm going to get away with... I think I am. I think it's just a case of pushing down hard enough to get your tissue paper to kind of emboss. I'll go in different directions and see if that helps as well. And okay, I'm putting quite a lot of pressure, guys, really pushing hard here. Well, let's pull it off slowly and let's see. Just slowly and carefully. It worked! Yay! It worked. All right, let's do this side now. Let's see what I can probably do. I was hoping to be able to get 2 leaves on here, but I can probably get those 3 there. Okay, so let's do those then, if that's all I'm going to get away with. And let's see what happens with this blue food coloring now. Okay, that's moving as well. So there are large areas, unlike this one and those little round dotties. This is a much larger area that I am trying to get to emboss here. So, so far so good. Okay, so it's working. Let me maybe not press my luck and pull this up and see what happens. If I am going to get away with this being such a big stencil. Yep. Oh my gosh, you guys, look. Okay, I'm trying to find where to put the stencil down. Just there. Okay. All right, so this did actually work. Look at that. That is really nice. Okay, so that one did work as well. So anything that has the holes. I'm trying to move it so you can see. Okay, I'm going to leave these to dry, come back, and then also tell you what I did with these ones. Is I decided to use some of my triple thick gloss, and once these were completely dry, I did put a coat of gloss, just one coat, just to waterproof it a little bit, because I just thought, you know, this is tissue paper. I don't also want the embossed pieces to flatten out, so I thought maybe putting the gloss on will preserve the emboss shape. Okay, so we'll come back once these are dry. Everything's nice and dry, so I've already pulled these two off, so they came off really easily off my cutting mat here. I'm just going to slowly and carefully, I don't want to separate, it's already doing it there, see? So I'm going to go in a different direction, see if I can get the tissue paper off without tearing. Let's see. It's definitely got a bit of a tear there. I'm going to try and be careful. Okay, I got it. All right, so we can put this away now. What I'm going to do, going forward now is, now that everything's nice and dry, if I want to put any accents on here, this is the time to do it. And then when that's done, I can put my triple thick glaze on. Then that has to dry, and then I can do something with it, like make tags and pockets and whatnot. So I have a little bit of red ink on this dauber. I haven't put more on. I'm going to just very lightly scoot it up and see how much the paper will pick up, just to give this little bit of color. I want to continue in one direction only, because I want only one of the raised dots to kind of collect, almost like a drop shadow. Don't know if that's exactly what the effect I'm getting, but it did in my mind pop the little embossed circles a little bit more, so that's good. All right, so that one is done. This one, I thought I really want to use this leaf over here, this fern, but I hope I'm not making a mistake here, but I'm going to try something, and I'm going to put a white sort of, I don't know, accent line underneath each of the little sort of leafy parts, the little protruding leaves, and just to see if I can pop the darker bits of the leaf a bit more. I think I might actually have accomplished that. So now it seems a little more sort of, it's an optical illusion, a little pops up a little bit more. See if I can add a little extra white just for that pop of color. This tissue paper is drinking in this paint pen, which is okay. It's not a terrible thing. Okay, so that I'm very happy with. I don't know what to do with these two little, excuse me, these two little guys just yet, but that's something I will be concerned about another day. I think for today I'm going to go, I've got my triple glaze, and I'm just going to give, and the reason I'm putting the glaze on is because this is tissue paper. It's pretty fragile, and I want to make sure that it has some longevity, it has some stability going forward when I do craft with it, when I use it as a tag, or wherever it is that I use this. So I really like that. Just so pretty. So I'll put a little bit of the glaze over these guys as well, and then eventually I'll figure out what I want to do with them. I'm just going to come down here and make sure I've got my glaze everywhere. Yep. So that's going to take quite a few hours to dry. So in this video I won't be able to use this to show you, but my intention is to mount this leaf onto a bit of cardstock and then to put this little eyelet in there and make a tag. So that's going to be eventually what that looks like. Okay, so I'll put this aside and now put on a little bit of glaze. Just going to pour it on. I think it's probably easiest onto my little water droplets. And the glaze does, it kind of brightens the color just a little bit, kind of gives it a little extra intensity. So that's nice. So you guys, you know, if you don't have one of those embossing machines, not a big deal. There's always, almost always, a way to get around that. So, and I think the key with this is just to allow your embossed toilet paper to really dry. Give it that 24 hours. I know it's, if you're anything like me and you're impatient and you just want to craft right there and then, I get it. I totally get it. But give this particular craft, you definitely want to give it some time. Okay, so I was supposed to bring water to put that brush into and I didn't, but I will just have to wash it with a little soap and water later. Now this one I've already put the glaze on and I've allowed it to dry overnight. You can see the shine on it. And what I think I'd like to do is to make a greeting card. I don't have anything for the inside of the card yet, but I thought maybe I have already folded it. I'm going to cut this out. And I'm going to not worry too much if my circle is symmetrical. I'm just going to cut out my embossed piece with a little bit of a border around it, like that. Okay, that does look nice. But I think what I'm also going to do is, just to add a little bit of interest, I'm going to punch a hole in the middle. Where is my, oh, like, where's my puncher? This thing's so big, how could I not see it? Terrible. Oh my goodness. Okay, I have punched a hole and I have this pretty little brad button that I think I'm going to put into the middle. And these are just quick examples, you guys, of what you can do with these embossed pieces. I don't like all this and I don't like that blue, so I'm just going to cut maybe closer to the edge of the embossed design. And I hope I'm not making a mistake, but once it's done, it's done. And I'm just going to have to live with it. Okay, I think that, like that. All right, and I think then I can put that there. Let me get some washi tape. I have this really pretty washi tape. I kind of like this bright orange. I think what I'll do is put this bright orange, let me see if I can find the middle-ish. Ah, dropped it. Oopsie, sorry about that. Let me see if I can find the, kind of the middle would be more or less here. Okay, and now if I put my little design, yes, that looks good. But I think it does need, I need to do something just to give it a bit of an edge, otherwise it looks a little unfinished. I don't know what you guys thought, but to me it looked a little unfinished. So I think then if I put that down, it's very simplistic, but I kind of like it. There is space down here and at the top for me to put a happy birthday, or you know, whatever the sentiment might be, a get well soon, anything like that can still go on this card. But for now, I have my little embossed circle, a little bit of washi tape. I will cut off the excess. Oh no, what's that? And I have another greeting card. Okay, you guys, so there is my greeting card. Here is my little booklet. I added a bit of washi on the end here, and I added some pages to the middle. I just stapled it in. So there is my little booklet. I have a little journaling card, all with our toilet paper embossed. See, maybe I put it down there, like that. And then I added a gold marker down the end, little washi tape over here. I did that same brush effect on this one, but I did it with a yellow gold. So, and then doodled on it with a paint pen. So now I have a pocket, and I thought I had another one. Did I not have another one? No, I don't. I've got those other two, but they're going to have to dry first. Okay, so, but you get the idea, right? No embossing machine? No problem. Thank you for sticking around, and I will see you next time. Bye.